Constant eye contact without a smile or hello. Still approach at the gym? Question mark.
Well, if you want a girl who's easygoing, easy to get along with, friendly, she's gonna smile and make eye contact. If she won't, so he said
Without a smile.
she's made eye contact but no smile.
No smile or hello.
Yeah, it's like why would you want to go talk to her? There's no invitation. When a girl likes you, she's gonna smile back at you and I fuck you back. That's her way of saying, hey, I hope he comes and talks to me. That's about as far as 99% of the women are going to go. Other than maybe coming over and sitting next to you, or like, many times over the course of my life sitting on a machine, and then, you have two rows and there's a row of machines that are facing you.
Those are
And a
so
girl will come and
awkward.
sit down right in, there's nobody around. She'll come sit in the machine right in front of you and just stare at you and I fuck you. And women will do that. And a lot of times guys will just bitch out and not do anything about that. But if she makes eye contact but she doesn't smile, it tells me she's not very friendly. She's not concerned about what you think. She's not giving you the green light to come approach her.
Maybe it's the death stare, not a good
Maybe it's her
stare.
resting. Why would you want to go talk to a
Yeah.
girl who's giving you the resting bitch face?
She's just waiting for you to approach and be like, why are you staring at me? Why are you looking at me? I'm working out. I
I would
wouldn't.
not approach in
Yeah,
that
I
case.
wouldn't
Because again,
either.
easygoing, easy to get along with. You want a girl to be glad you came over to talk to her. You want her to be friendly. Because if you go and start talking to somebody that's got a scowl on their face or is not smiling, that doesn't sound very friendly and outgoing. Doesn't sound like she's excited to see you or talk to you.
Right. Or just try to smile within that eye contact. And if she doesn't do it back, then definitely not.
Or you
Absolutely
stick
not.
your tongue out and go.
Oh, that'd be
And if she
funny.
busts out laughing, then all right, and then maybe you can go
There
talk
you
to her.
go. Yeah, that'd be funny. I've never had someone do that before. I'll
That
probably.
that is all. Sticking your tongue out is a good indicator of how playful and
Yeah,
easygoing she
it's
is.
like,
If she smiles and laughs, that's probably a girl with a good attitude. If she gives you a dirty look or
yeah,
whatever, like
yeah.
so immature, it's like she's not going to be fun to be around or to have sex with. That's a Karen. Don't date a Karen.
Oh my gosh. But I feel like approaching people at the gym has always been such a iffy thing. Like no one wants to approach anyone. Like even if I thought a guy was so attractive, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to ruin his reps right now. Like he looks like he's super into it. He's sweaty. Like I don't want to be that
So
person.
then you go stand around when he's resting,
I'll
try to get noticed,
just watch him.
just stare at
I'll
him
just be like, maybe
like
tomorrow.
a stalker.
But maybe he'll be here tomorrow at
You
like
just
5 p.m.
stare at
again.
him from the other side of the gym.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though. I wouldn't
You,
stare like
you
that.
creep on guys at the gym,
I'd probably pass by like 3 times so he can get my scent. And then if he doesn't follow me after that, then
then
okay.
walk by and fart.
I guess so.
Walk by and rip some ass in his face.
Ew.
Oh, you didn't ask me out. Take that. You could
Ew.
have had this.
What if that actually attracts him and then he comes over
He's
and
like,
it's
I
like,
really like the brand. I was like, I don't know what you've been eating, but I need to get on that diet. It smells good. You've
ew.
enchanted me. Your swamp gas has enchanted me, Your
Ew.
Highness. I gotta have more of that. We could put that in a jar and sell it. I saw there was a girl. I think she said she was an OnlyFans girl or something like that. She sells her farts or sold her
Oh
farts, and
my
she was eating
God.
beans or whatever
Ew.
to fart a lot, and she made like something like $750,000 in a month. And then
Wow.
I saw that because she was eating a lot of stuff to make her fart a lot, it screwed up her intestines or whatever. She had to go to the hospital.
Seriously? Who
That's what I
does?
read. I
People
don't
are
know.
sick.
I don't know.
Ew.
Dudes will pay for it, man. People are weird.
That's
I
disgusting.
remember this. I've told this story a few times in the past, and this is pretty trippy. I was 19 and I was working as a carpenter's helper because in order to get my degree, my Bachelor of Science in Construction Management, I had to work like an internship for a something in the construction industry. So I was a carpenter's helper. And I remember we were building this boardwalk. It was off of like Wiles Road out in like Coral Springs area. Bugs, mosquitoes. I mean, like when you walk onto the site, you would literally instantly be surrounded by like 1,000 bugs, just, just flying all around you. And I remember we would have like day laborers. We call them rent-a-bums because usually they'd show up and as they start sweating, they just reek of alcohol because they would work. they get paid at the end of the day, and then they would, basically spend all night blowing the money and drinking. And so there was this one guy. I'm not going to say his name because I've been informed that his name is something that we're not allowed to say. But um, he starts talking, and he was because he did different various things for money,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a scrawny looking dude. He was probably like in his six. He looked like he was homeless. I mean, like he was living on the streets, just disheveled, and he reeked of alcohol. Really skinny and scrawny. He didn't look very healthy. And he was like, "Yeah, I got this guy because where he was homeless, he would just kind of walk around up and down the street or whatever. And he said there was this fat bald guy that would come pick him up like once a week or every couple of weeks, take him back to his house,
Oh
and
gosh.
then the dude would strip down naked, the guy that picked him up, and sit down in his bathtub naked, and he would have a bucket of rotten grapefruit. And so this guy, this day laborer, would strip down naked as well, and he would sit there and throw rotten grapefruit at this dude as he sat in his bathtub. That was his kink. And you're
Oh,
uh, like what?
that's
I'm
so.
19 years old and I'm hearing this. Like, and that plus that dude had been in and out of prison, so he didn't care about nothing.
How do you
He
meet
was like,
him?
I'll do anything for money. He didn't care.
How do you meet him?
He was a day laborer on our job. He was one of the like 6 or 8 rent-a-bums that because usually hire those guys to dig ditches and stuff like that. The type of shit that we didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of times some of those dudes would show up just absolutely hammered, and you were like, I don't bring it. I can't use this guy. He's fucking drunk.
Yeah.
And but he was a character. It was probably 4 or 5 times over the few months I was working there. We would have this guy, and it's like he didn't work very much. He was usually running his mouth, but he had weird stories like that. I was like, what? It's like the dude pays him to throw rotten grapefruit at him naked in his bathroom. I was like, what? Who even thinks of something like that?
Right? Grapefruit specifically.
Rotten, stanky, gooey grapefruit. So when he would throw it at him, it would just go, it would like
Ew.
explode and just go all over the place.
My gosh.